Hello, everyone. Well, we're in between two cold fronts in Nebraska today, so there's going to be scattered activity in the southeastern part of the state, scattered activity in the northwestern part of the state, but in between, very little going on, it looks like. In fact, you can already see this at 8 a.m. this morning, talking about scattered showers for Beatrice, Lincoln, Omaha, and scattered rain showers, but in the northwestern part of the state, particularly north of Scotts Bluff, scattered snow showers, but in the middle, not much going on. And I do think the best chance of precipitation both in the northwestern and southeastern part of the state is this morning. Although I can't take out the chance as we get into the afternoon hours. But notice at noon, not as much showing up, particularly in the southeastern part of the state, transitioning to just isolated showers. Still some scattered activity in the northwestern snow showers in the northwestern part of the state. And this is going to lead to some much higher snow totals, by the way, when it's all said and done in the northwestern part of the state. But notice when we jump ahead to 4 o'clock, even less snow showing up in the northwestern part of the state, still just isolated showers in the southeastern part of the state. And because we're going to have more cloud cover in those isolated showers, notice how the warmest temperatures are probably going to be places like North Platte, McCook, Kearney, Grand Island, a little bit warmer in places like Lincoln and Omaha, just because there's going to be more cloud cover around and that chance of showers lingering. As far as the wind situation today, in the eastern part of the state, looking at gusts around 20 miles per hour, you get over to the Panhandle and it'll be windy, gusts around 30 miles per hour. All right, so now let's take a look at the early evening. It's still more of the same, just isolated activity. But I think the change is coming around midnight. I think after midnight, so late tonight, what we're going to see is activity really spread from west to east, definitely becoming more widespread. Instead of just talking about the isolated showers, we're talking about scattered showers, and no longer just in the southeast, northwest, but a chance for everyone. So now we're looking at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I will say early morning hours, a little bit better chance in the northern half of the state, but notice equal chance west to east, but as you go to the south, a little bit smaller chance. Even winds early tomorrow morning, gusts around 25 miles per hour no matter where you are in the state. And notice we're talking about rain, snow, and you see that area of pink. I do think that's some freezing rain that could also occur in the northwestern part of the state, but maybe a peak somewhere north central Nebraska. I don't think the freezing rain is going to be around for long, though. I think it's either, besides early mid-morning hours, it's mainly just going to be rain or snow. But who is going to be seeing the snow, especially the heavy snow? Now we're looking at 11 a.m. and there might be a temporary lull in the activity again, late morning through the early afternoon hours, with the exception of potential for some heavy snow in the northwestern part of the state. But I'm stopping things again at 5 o'clock because it looks like another uptick in activity, once again going back to the scattered rain and snow showers. Winds looking similar tomorrow to today, with more to the west, less to the east in the afternoon, gusts around 20 miles per hour around Lincoln, Omaha, but over in the Panhandle, gusts around 30 miles per hour. And I do want to mention that by the late afternoon, the chance for heavy snow going away in the Panhandle, because ultimately that's where we're going to see the biggest snow totals. 8 o'clock in the evening. Look what's going on here. A brief window where there might be, very briefly, a little bit of heavy snow coming down in the central part of the state. Meanwhile, southeastern part of the state, got to mention the chance of thunderstorms, and possibly in the most southeastern part of the state, a couple of severe storms. Don't think it's going to happen Lincoln, Omaha. I'll mention the chance of thunderstorms in Lincoln, Omaha, but I think the chance for severe storms, honestly, staying to the southeast, probably only around Nebraska City, Fall City, the chance for severe storms. I will mention the chance for weak thunderstorms, Beatrice, Lincoln, and Omaha. That's a cold front that's coming through. So for most, tomorrow is looking like a colder day. Temperatures probably a repeat in Lincoln, Omaha, mainly mid-50s, and probably only the most southeastern part of the state warmer tomorrow than today. And so very late afternoon, early evening potential for thunderstorms, southeastern part of the state, maybe a couple severe storms in the far southeastern corner of the state, but I think that chance going away by 11 o'clock. So can we get some snow in the southeastern part of the state? Well, even at 11 o'clock, looks like it's still going to be rain in the southeastern part of the state, and talking about that rain-snow mix around Columbus, Grand Island. But then look what happens after 11 o'clock. So this is a little wave of low pressure behind the cold front, but it looks like that wave is going to be really losing its strength just as it gets to Lincoln and Omaha. Look how the activity really disappearing. This is 2 a.m. very late Tuesday night, and I think all the activity coming to an end by 5 a.m. Wednesday morning. So looking like a perfectly quiet Wednesday morning commute, and oh yeah, some cold temperatures with a wind chill factor no matter where you are in the state. Gusts 25, 30 miles per hour. And now the strongest one's probably in the eastern part of the state. So temperatures mid to low 30s, going to feel about 10 degrees colder than that though early Wednesday morning with those gusty winds. All right, so how much snow are we talking about? I gotta say, in the far northwestern corner of the state, we're talking about 9, 10 inches of snow being common, including around the Chadron area. But I'm not going to rule out some 11, 12-inch totals. That is a possibility in the most northwestern part of the state. But then look at the extremely tight gradient. For Scotts Bluff, we're only talking about 3 to 4 inches of snow. Valentine, 5 to 6 inches, so a lot less than that far northwestern corner. And then look how it drops even more. Mullen, 2 to 3 inches. And I'll also mention in those darker shades of blue, maybe up to 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain, but I don't think anything more than 1/10 of an inch. And then look how the snow totals really start to drop off. I'm thinking North Platte, Broken Bow, Norfolk, Sioux City. I'll even a zone of 1/2 inch to maybe as much as an inch, though I think 1/2 inch more likely. And I'll even mention it for the Kearney area, 1/2 inch to an inch, but I do think as you get into the southeastern parts, like really Grand Island, Columbus, probably 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch of snow. And to be honest, Beatrice, Lincoln, Omaha, I'll mention the chance, but I don't think it's going to be any more than 1/10 of an inch, and some in the southeastern part of the state missing out on the snow altogether.